Hey there, it's Christian and I'm here with a quick review for Cthulhu Wars Duel. Now it's fair to say I'm a fan of Cthulhu Wars. Love the game, however, it is a beast. It costs a fortune. It's difficult to get to the table if you can fit it on your table because it's a gigantic game. And of course you will need, I think, really 4 of you to make the very most of it, although it's okay with 3. However, this is a game for 2 players, it's Duel, and I'm really coming to this, I was not sure whether they can pull it off for only 2 players playing the Cthulhu Wars experience. Could it recapture the Cthulhu Wars experience? We'll talk about that, because the first thing I want to mention is components. Now, that's one of the standout things, of course, for the original game, those lovely big miniatures. But of course they make the game almost prohibitively expensive for many people to dip a toe in and have a go at. Well, they've overcome that drawback with this game, because I mean this is going to cost you £20 to £30 here in the UK, and so it's a much easier price point to swallow. And what you're getting for that money is really good. These are solid components for the money that you're paying. Now, of course, the big difference is that you're getting standees, and these are fine, nicely made. They got nice art on them. They're not all falling about all over the place and crashing and losing where they are on the board or anything like that. They work surprisingly well, unless you can play outdoors in a windy day, which I wouldn't recommend with your board gaming anyway. Cards, dice. I mean, look at the sheets. The player sheets. Now, of course, these are not the nice big thick card ones that you can get in the big original game. But look how similar it is. Powers, costs, abilities. They are basically the factions in the main game. There are very little changes. Some changes around spell books because of fitting into this sort of smaller format. But my goodness, have they captured the feel of each of these factions? Major plus point for me. In this 2-player game, when you're playing Great Cthulhu, it plays just like it plays in the original game. He's still got that horrible submerge thing where he disappears and reappears all of his stuff. Black Goat still spreads out across the board. They play very differently. Now, we've only got the 2 factions in this box, but of course there's going to be future boxes. They've already been announced with more gods in. I think the Sleeper is going to be in the next one. So we've got more stuff coming, and each of them are standalone as far as I can understand. And all you need to do is just mix and match with the different powers to play. The board that you get in this box is nice, nicely printed, looks great, nice colours, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely does the job. Decent quality for such a low price point. The rule book, and you'll see, considering the cost of this game, it is a big chunky rule book, but it's all lovely full colour with lots of very nice examples in and so on and so forth. But that's essentially because it is the Cthulhu Wars rules. It just hasn't got all the extra stuff in that you get in the big version. So everything here for price point is extraordinarily good. They are definitely capturing the feel of the individual factions, or certainly these 2 they've managed to in this game. So the question really remains is, does it feel like the Cthulhu Wars experience? And I am quite frankly shocked at how they've managed to achieve exactly that. It is extraordinary. The system has changed very little. Apart from managing this fact that there's only 2 of you and one person could delay their turn a lot and try and spend lots of power to do lots of actions all in one go. They deal with that beautifully in a new rule that they put in. But other than that, this is filled with all of the strategic decisions that I find myself making in the main game. I'm just only making it taking into account the actions of one faction. But in terms of the movement and in terms of where you're placing or establishing gates and trying to defend them and then trying to press the attack and how to, when to call your great one to the, all of those interesting and exciting decisions and how you see it all being played out is absolutely here. The depth of the powers and how they might play out. Again, it's all here. And it's all here in a package that takes 45 minutes to an hour to play through against one other person. So in terms of the value that you can get, this is extraordinary value to have that Cthulhu Wars experience, or so much of the Cthulhu Wars experience, and yet to have it distilled into a pill that you can easily swallow, because it doesn't got a bonkers setup time and a set down time. It's very, very quick to do all of that, and you get to enjoy this excellent system with all of the cool fluff and lore that can go off in your head when you're playing this wonderful setting of Cthulhu. Guys, this is an extraordinary product. I really am quite shocked at what they've done. Now, of course, I know marketing-wise, I'm sure this is a ploy to help people be able to dip a toe into the world of Cthulhu Wars, see if they like this, and then, okay, I'm going to go for it and buy the big full product. But I also think that for many people, they might have been keen to try the system and play the system, and this will scratch the itch. And if you're someone who doesn't have a big group to play with, or other people that you can gather around, and maybe you just got your partner or something like that, or a son or daughter to play with, this is ticking the boxes. You will be able to get so much of the Cthulhu Wars experience for a fraction of the price and taking much less time to play it out. So it's a home run, it's a fantastic product, and it is heartily recommended. Anyway, until next time, keep enjoying your gaming.